class number 2. Class number 2, we are looking at percentage change analysis. In this class, we are looking at the income statement. So, the income statement we were doing last time, consolidated income statement, and we figured out all our departmental results for each of our income statements and found a net profit. Now in our example, we only did this for 1 year. But now, what we can do is we're now going to add on another year. So now we're going to add on 2017. So now we have 2 years worth of data, 2016, 2017. And now we can start to do percentage change analysis. Now there's a formula on here. So the percent change is equal to the new value minus the old value divided by the old value times 100. So the new value minus the old value divided by the old value times 100. Now another way of putting it is the amount of change that happens over the original value times 100. Okay, let's give a quick example. Here's an example. Let's say we're going to put 2 years worth. Let's say our sales were 100,000. Let's say our sales were $100,000 in 2017. And in 2018, our sales went up to 150,000. So, what is the percentage change? Well, we take the new value, so it's 150,000, minus the old value, divided by the old value, times 100. So let's work it through. So the top line, that calculates the change. So the amount of change between 1 year and the other is a positive 50,000, because it's going up. Divided by the old figure, times 100, and it works out to be a 50% increase. So if it's a positive figure, it's an increase. If it's a negative figure, then it's a decrease. So if the change had gone down, then this top side would be a negative figure, so it would be a negative percentage. And so a decrease. Okay, so that is percentage change. So when we work through our financial statements, income statement, we start looking at our financial statement and go, well, how has each item in the financial statement changed? And so we're going to actually add in 2 extra columns to our income statement. So we still need them for the year's worth of data, but now we need another column for dollar change. So this is the change that occurs here, and then you can calculate percentage change. So now there's 4 columns. So we're going to look at, well, how much has it changed? Then we start to do some analysing questions on PowerPoint. We've got, why has there been a change? Okay. These are only possibles only. You don't know the exact hotel, the details, but you can actually have a guess. Well, I think maybe it's because of this, or it could be because of this. And start to think, is this change favourable or unfavourable? Generally, increases in revenue are a good thing, they're favourable, and a decrease in revenue is an unfavourable thing. But there are relationships between revenue and expenses. So sometimes if one changes, then the other side also changes. So I'm going to put up a little graph. And on the little graph, I'm going to have So, what happens over time to certain things? Grab some different colours. Say we've had an increase in income. So this is our green line, increase in revenue. So that's our revenue. It's going up. But sometimes expenses will track the same. So maybe increase in sales and expenses go up as well. Now this is quite normal. This just means that, normal business happens. Your revenue goes up, you have more people coming to stay at a hotel, you need more staff to clean the hotels, to be on front office, more people coming to stay. That's quite normal. But sometimes expenses don't do that. Sometimes expenses can do something different. Sometimes this might occur. Sometimes expenses might stay the same. So revenue is going up over time, and expenses are staying the same. How is this occurring? Well, sometimes it might be because of a price increase, or maybe they've implemented revenue management, or maybe there's a major event like a rugby tournament, sporting tournament, that has allowed them to increase prices, but expenses stay the same. Now this is very favourable for the hotel, because the difference between the two is profit. Remember, revenue minus expenses is net profit. So it's a very good position to be in. Now, sometimes revenue goes up, and sometimes our expenses we can make go down, because maybe we've got more efficient staff, and maybe we've made some layoffs in staff. So maybe we can be more efficient as well. Again, maximising profit. Now, we all want revenue to go up in a hotel, but sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes there are different situations that happen. Maybe the economy isn't going so well. We'll look at the economy a bit more in revenue management. And so maybe revenue is going down. So maybe revenue is tracking downwards for the hotel. So year after year after year, we're getting less people come in, and so revenue's going down. Now, the normal practice, as revenue keeps on going down, well, our expenses also go down. So if we can see we're not having as many guests coming to stay, we start to lay off some staff, cut some staff numbers. So trying to maintain our profit. So that's a downturn in business, and that happens, there are cycles in the world, and also in New Zealand, where there is a downturn in business, not as much money coming through. But sometimes this happens. Sometimes our revenue is going down each year, and sometimes our expenses are going up. It's quite an interesting situation. This could indicate a few things. One of them, it could be theft or other costs, where instead of the products ending up at customers, they're ending up with their employees, costs are going up. Could also mean that they've misimplemented price increase, and just people aren't willing to pay that much money. So they keep on employing the staff, but all of a sudden revenue drops. So that's another situation that can occur. So there's always a relationship between revenue and some expenses. Now some expenses, when we look at expenses, some of them are fixed costs, so some of them won't change over time. But some of them are variable costs. So the variable costs will change over time. So variable costs, things like wages or purchases for the hotel. Fixed costs are things like rent for the building. It doesn't really change over time. Marketing, for example, if you have higher marketing costs, that can lead to more revenue coming in. So that's a really good marketing campaign that pays off. So there are some links there. Maintenance, for example, you may have a lot one year, then one drop down the next year because you do a big maintenance schedule. Right, so now you can actually start to analyse. So the first part is to actually build another consolidated income statement. You don't need to build the departmental accounts this time. You can just hit this income statement. So find the net result or net income for each of these items for 2016, 2017. Here's a tip. You've already done the 2016 year in class 1. So you can just copy those results. 2017 though, just calculate the net income for each department. Once you've done that, you can do change. So that is always the new year minus the old year, will give you the dollar change. And then the percentage change is the dollar change divided by the 2016, the old year. Once you've done that, you can start to analyse, pick up some examples, pick up some things, which items look really interesting. And these will be the ones with the high percentage. So looking at what's favourable, what's unfavourable for each one. Okay, so give it a go. Hotel Flora, Bora Bora. Give it a go for